Hi, welcome back. And if you are new here, welcome to the family. I'm Felix Ajino. Before we get into today's topic, I want you to close your eyes for just a second. I'm serious about this. Stay with me here. I want you to imagine yourself at the very end of your life. You are sitting in a chair, looking back at everything, every moment, every choice, every crossroad. And I want you to answer this one question. Honestly, what do you regret more? The things you tried and failed, or the things you never tried at all? Open your eyes because that single question right now, is the foundation of everything we are going to talk about today. Today's topic is this: winners fears regret, not rejection. And by the time this video is over, I promise you the way you will see fear will never be the same. Now, this is section one: the true fears. Professors meet friends. Now, let's start here. There are two types of fear that controls most human beings. The first fear is the fear of rejection, and this is the fear of being told no, of being laughed at, of putting yourself out there, your ideas, your heart, your dreams, and having someone look you dead in the eyes and say, that's not good enough. It is a real fear. It is a painful fear. And for most people, it is the fear that stopped them from over becoming who they were meant to be. The second fear, and this is the one we don't talk about enough, is the fear of rejection. This is the quiet fear, the slow burner fear, the fear that doesn't arrive loudly at the door like rejection does. It sneaks in, it whispers to you at 3 in the morning. It shows up decade later when you are flipping through old photos and wondering what could have been. Now, here is the philosophy I want to plant in your mind today. The pain of rejection lasts days. The pain of regret lasts lifetime. Thinkers across centuries, from the thoughts of ancient Greeks and Rome to existentialist philosophers of 20 centuries, have wrestled with this very truth in their own language. Inspired by their wisdom, we can say this: the human soul is built to endure hardship for far better than it's built to endure the weight of I never tried. Section 2: the toys angle. Now, let me bring in some ancient wisdom here because this isn't new conversation. People have wrestling with rejection and regret for thousands of years, inspired by talks, philosophers. There is a powerful idea worth sitting with. The idea that we suffer more in our imagination than we do in reality. Think about that. How many times have you built up a rejection in your head before it even happened, and made it so enormous, so catastrophic in your mind that you didn't even take the step. You didn't send the email, you didn't make the call, you didn't raise your hand, you didn't say I love you, you didn't start the business, you didn't apply for that position. Not because the rejection happened, but because you imagine it happening. And the toxic tradition inspired by thinkers who face exile, persecution, and loss taught something remarkable, simple. Ask yourself, what is the worst that can actually happen? And then ask yourself, can I survive that? The answer almost always is yes. But regret doesn't ask for permission. Regret doesn't give you chance to survive it. It just settled in quietly, permanently, like guess who was never invited but never leaves. Section 3. The winner's philosopher. So what makes a winner different? It's not talent, it's not luck, it's not even intelligence. It is this: a winner has decided that the pain of regret is more unbearable than the pain of rejection. Full stop. A winner looks at closed door and says, would rather knock on that door and have it slam in my face than walk past it wondering what was on that other side. Inspired by existentialist thought, particularly ideas about authentic living and personal responsibility. There is this concept worth exploring, that the most painful way to live is to become a stranger to your own potential, to spend your entire life performing a version of yourself that was designed to avoid judgment, avoid rejection, avoid discomfort. And in doing so, avoid living. Winners feel the fear. They feel the butterflies. They feel the doubt. They just refuse to let the fear of someone saying no, because a bigger prison than the regret of never asking, here's a line I want you to write down or screenshot right now. Rejection is an event. Regret is a life sentence. Read that again. Rejection happened to you once, twice, 10 times, and then it's over. You pick yourself up, you recalibrate, you grow, you gain again. But regret compound every year. But but that pass without you stepping into your purpose, your dreams, your calling. Regret had another bricks to the wall between you and the person you were designed to be. Section 4. The signs of deathbed. I want to share something that I found deeply moving. There is a body of thought, and it's been reflected in the works of researchers, or space workers, and philosophers alike, that I suggest when people arrive at the end of their lives, they really say, I wish I had not tried that. What they say instead, almost universally, is I wish I had tried more. I wish I had spoken up. I wish I had taken that step. I wish I had cared less about what other people thought. You see, rejection barely makes the list, but regret is the least. This is what the wisdom traditionals have been trying to tell us for centuries, inspired by ancient sources. Meditation on mortality, the practice of contemplating at the end of your life, not to be morbid, but to gain clarity on what truly matters right now. We can see this through more sharply. The life we live is not the life free from rejection. It is the life free from the regret of never having dared. Now, this is section 5. Practical. Okay, let's burn this into your real life right now, today. Because philosophy without application is just poetry. And I'm not here just to make you feel good. I'm here to help you think differently so you act differently. Here are 3 philosophical tools I want you to carry with you starting today. Tools number 1, the dead bed text. Before you let fear of rejection stop you from taking a step when I'm 85 years old, looking back, will I regret not doing this? If the answer is yes, take the step. This discomfort you feel today is nothing compared to the weight you will carry for decades if you don't. Tools number 2. Reframe the story. Inspired by talks, practice of reframing events. Rejection is not proof that you are not enough. Rejection is simply redirection. It is the universe way of saying, not this door, keep walking. Every person who has ever built something extraordinary has a collection of rejection. That read like a library. They wear those rejection like hammer, not scars. Tools number 3. Choose your regret. Yes, I say choose your regret. Because here is the truth in life. You are going to feel some form of pain either way. The pain of discipline of trying, falling, pushing through, or the pain of regret. The philosophers teaches us choose the pain that makes you stronger. Rejection is the pain that makes you stronger. Rejection is the pain that only make you small. Regret is the pain that only make you small. Rather, section 6. The stand tall. So here is what I want to leave you with today. The world is full of people who are brilliant, talented, gifted, full of ideas that could change lives. Start movement, build empires. And most of them will never be known. Not because they weren't good enough, but because they were too afraid of rejection to ever step forward. Don't be that person. Be the person who knock on every door, even when they are slammed in your face. Be the person who submits the application. Make the pitch. Say the word. Take the leap over and over again. Because you understand something most people don't. You are not afraid of rejection. You are afraid of regret. And those are 2 very different things. Rejection says not yet. Regret says too late. Choose not yet. Every single time. Inspired by centuries of philosophical thought from the ancient thugs who faced empires to the existentialists who faced the void. The great thinkers of human history all arrive at one conclusion. A life fully lived is a life fully risked. Go risk something today. Go ask for the yes. Go knock on that door. Go send a message. Go start the thing. Because here is the truth that I believe with everything in me. The version of you that tried and failed is infinitely more powerful than the version of you that never tried at all. All right, my friend. That is today's message. If this video spoke to you, if this sparked something, I want you to do one thing right now. Hit that subscribe button. Join this community of thinkers, dreamers, and builders who are choosing growth over comfort every single week. And drop your answers in the comment right now. I read every single one. What holds you back more? Fear of rejection or fear of regret? Let's build this conversation together. I will see you in the next one. Keep thinking, keep growing, and remember, winners fears regret, not rejection. Peace.